another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I for one don't think that just...
Ødegaard has got himself a free kick. He's in a great position. Tries a shot! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And there's an early warning shot across the bow. Palmer. Colwell. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. Proves too strong. Saka proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandez. And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Saliba. Gabriel. Saliba. Gabriel. Saliba. And it's played forward. Saka looks to get on the end of this. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. And here's Ødegaard. Moved on forwards, and they can counter here. Now it's Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. And he has been fouled there. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. And they've got rid. Garnacho. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's Garnacho. And it's Cucurella.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Referee's given a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. Lobbed in behind. Corner. Fernandez with the short one. And that was very necessary. Fernandez. And here's... and the shot! It's in! 2-0 and in next to no time. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Saliba, forwards and with intent. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Palmer. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Caicedo. Martinelli. Pedro Neto. He's found a way through. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Fernandez goes short. James crosses. Cleared without complication. James. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pedro Neto hurtling down that right flank.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Pedro Neto clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Timber. And here's Saka. Saka, oh, good spread. Oh, a delicate chip through. Caicedo shifted upfield. Palmer. Palmer laid out to the left flank. Looking here to chip it through. And the pass is intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Has a look and plays it forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. James, aim forwards. He's got away. That's going to go a long way. Pedro Neto with the delivery.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set.
Shot, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chalobah. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. Now it's Schwelpit. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Gabriel, gently done. Cucurella cuts it out. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Colwill. And that has put paid to that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Gabriel. Saka. Timber. Nice control. In with the challenge. Palmer. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he cuts out the supply. Rice. Calafiori. Oh, can he get onto this? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He has found the way through. Martinelli. Nice interception, well timed. And here's Marino. And the keeper has it. Could be danger here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Caicedo. Odegaard. Palmer. So what can they make of this? Now it's Garnacho. João Pedro. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
And he's heaved it away. Ball's gone out of play. That's tidy. Can he deliver? And it's Cucurella. Garnacho picks it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Garnacho. Deflected behind for a corner kick. He's there to head it! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
James. Chalobah. Fernandez. Palmer. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Looking to break at pace. Ambitious ball here. Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Colwill. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. There will be a throw-in. Martinelli done delicately. Fernandez. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Colwill. James. Fernandez has found the net here, of course. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Cross in. Raya claims it, and the danger passes. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Palmer. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Martinelli. And here's Marino. Caicedo. Saliba. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Timber. Cucurella shifted upfield. Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Calafiori. Saliba. Rice. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. And it's gone back to the keeper. Colwill. Fernandez. Played out to the right. Out for a throw. Merino. And here's Saka. Saka. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Ball is over the line. And here's Marino. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Ødegaard. And here's Garnacho. And it's Fernandez. Out towards the flank. Palmer. He's got Garnacho! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Saka. Cucurella wins the... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Arsenal are making a change now. And it's Caicedo. And that's been won straight back. James. Pedro Neto. That is good strength.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Garnacho has been caught there, it's a foul. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And back out it comes. Played back in. Fernandez. Garnacho! He'll try to keep this alive. So who's he picking out? And here's Neto. Palmer! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandez. Palmer. João Pedro. Timber makes the interception. Saliba. Merino. Ødegaard. Merino. Moved on forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and...
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Chalobah. Palmer. João Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saka. Merino. And it's Merino. No way through there. And the counter is on. He is through here. Pedro Neto gets his head on it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fernandez. And here's Neto. James. And here's Neto. In by James. And he's there to get rid. Timber. Saka. That's the throw. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. Ødegaard. A header! Cucurella.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Saliba. James, gently done. Trossard. Timber. Timber's cross. Oh, what a climb! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Shots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
It's a quick ball upfield. Palmer. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rice. Trossard. And it's Merino. And that has been clubbed away. It's a good run down the right. And now the breakaway. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pedro Neto tries a deft little ball. Raya claims comfortable. Timber. What a throw in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Here's Ødegaard. He's having a shot! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Cucurella. Aim forwards. Garnacho. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Garnacho. Out to the left it goes. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Palmer. Now it's Garnacho! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Garnacho. Now, can he find a finish? Danger averted for now. Saliba with the slide tackle. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Garnacho. And that has been cleared. Fernandez. Over to the left. Garnacho. He's in a good position here. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
So now the difference is 3. And it's Merino. Merino. Tries a measured ball. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. Arsenal making consecutive changes here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. João Pedro. Garnacho. And he's on a charge. Garnacho succumbs to the pressure. Madueke. Trossard. Well timed, excellent interception. Plays it out wide. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Trossard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's played forward. Ødegaard. And it's White. Madueke in acres of space out wide. Madueke takes a shot! Gusto gets good distance on it. Oh, they can break here. White. Gabriel Jesus is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ødegaard! Gusto. Bino Gittins. Gusto. Fernandez. João Pedro. White. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Do have a chance to counter here. He's in plenty of space here. Madueke. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Now it's Trossard. Looking for a decent ball in. Now it's Rice. And the shot! Garnacho. Cucurella. Caicedo. Garnacho. Garnacho. And he's managed to get free. And that has been knocked clear. Have it back and can go again. And the finish! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Caicedo. Fernandez. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That has been cut short. Lewis Skelly. It's gone out for a throw-in. Chalobah. Colwell. Chalobah shifted upfield. Merino. Madueke. And it's Ødegaard. Rice. Nice physical challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Just Garnacho! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Fernandez. Bino Gittins. Gusto. The pressing. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Gabriel Jesus. Trossard. Odegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, what about a counter-attack? Some good work on the right flank here. Madueke was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Odegaard has created one goal already. Madueke. Odegaard. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Saliba. Luis Skelly. That could spell trouble. Now it's João Pedro. Clipped into space. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Luis Skelly. Merino. Gabriel Jesus. Played out wide. That has found him in acres of space. And that's been well dealt with. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Oh, super find. Plenty to aim at here. Great chance! Keeper's got his work done. White is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Caicedo. Fernandez spread out to the left. Over to the left. Chance! And that is great goalkeeping. Luis Skelly. Merino. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chalobah. Gusto. Bino Gittins. Out to the right. Gusto. He has found the way through. That'll be a corner. And the ball's come loose here. A chance to play it in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So there it is. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that, but what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition.
He's had a shot! That's going to go a long way. Saka. Cleared without complication. Fernandes. Caicedo. Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. Saka. Saliba. Merino. Gabriel. Played towards the front line. Ødegaard. Timber. Ødegaard. And here's Saka. Saka. Back it goes. Looking for support. Turns and goes back. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Ødegaard! That's amazing! A stellar strike from the skipper!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho, and it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Gabriel, gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. James. Chalobah. Fernandes. Chalobah, aim forwards. Saliba. Martinelli. Calafiori. Shot a goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So what can they make of this? That is good strength. James. Merino. Ødegaard. Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. A searching ball out wide. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Colwell gets rid without sophistication. Palmer, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Caicedo shifted upfield. And it's played forward. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Garnacho. Saliba makes the interception. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Marino. And here's Saka. Takes a shot! And he thumps it clear. Palmer moved on forwards. He's found the way through. He's in, chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice. Not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
João Pedro is offering a wry smile there.
Defending of the desperate variety. Palmer, James, oh, good take in a good area. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Cucurella. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Colwell, Chalobah, Caicedo, Garnacho, Saliba did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rice, Calafiori, nicely intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Colwell, Garnacho, now he's off and running. Great defending, strong and determined. Garnacho. Can he deliver? Palmer. And he's had a shot! Climbs up big! And that has been cleared. Palmer. Saliba forwards and with intent. Arsenal have a free kick. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been won straight back. Timber. Gabriel. Saliba. Gabriel. Ødegaard looking to add to his goal. Calafiori. Throw in. Timber. Saka. Might be... And the finish! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Palmer. Fernandez, spread out to the left. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Martinelli. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here. And the ball's come loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Clipped into space. Colwell gets good distance on it. Can he get onto this? Palmer. Ødegaard. No, again there's no way through. Over to the left. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Palmer. Timber. And it's Palmer. Oh, it's a great shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba, gently done. Merino. Martinelli. 30 minutes gone. Fernandez wins the duel this time. João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. Saliba gets it away. Martinelli proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that is as far as they're going to go. Caicedo. Fernandez. Moved on forwards.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
João Pedro. And he's found a way past. And he shoots!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And it's played forward. Martinelli. Over to the left. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cleared away. Merino. Mikel Merino. Played out towards the right wing. He's having a shot! Can he stop it going out? Oh, they could be caught out here. Looking to go deep.
think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gone a-begging.
Saka. Saka! Whistle's gone, that's foul. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Colwell forwards and with intent. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. James. Probing pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ødegaard spread out to the left. And here's Martinelli. And it's Timber. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking here to chip it through. That looks a good ball through.
Saliba, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Palmer. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's found him in... Goes for a shot! It's in! A goal at a really telling moment. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Martinelli. Timber. Timber's cross. He is through here. And it's Ødegaard. Aim forwards, and they can counter here. Garnacho, and it's lofted through here. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cucurella shifted upfield. Garnacho. Saliba. Rice. Moved on forwards. Well read, nice interception. Palmer. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ødegaard. Merino. And the first half is done. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No reported change to either side during the break. Fernandez. Chalobah. Colwill. Caicedo. Fernandez. Chalobah. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. Palmer. Colwill, aim forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gabriel. Oh, there's a probing ball. Saliba, played into space. Fernandez, gently done. João Pedro, into the channel. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's played forward. Rice. Martinelli. Mikel Merino tries to think it through. Fernandez. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. And here's Garnacho. Fernandez. Saka. Timber. Gabriel. Pinged towards the front line. And a chance! He scores!
Arsenal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Colwill played up towards the front line. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Odegaard. Rice, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. James. Palmer. Martinelli. Played with finesse. Cucurella can get it clear. And it's Timber. Odegaard. Gabriel.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Chance here to counter. Ødegaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Mikel Merino getting this one clear. They get a throw in. Merino. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pedro Neto. And it's played forward. Palmer, aim forwards. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's played. Oh, what a climb! James. And that has been clubbed away. It's a nicely shaped ball. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least avenge...
Martinelli! He's missed, but not by that far.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Arsenal are making a change now. Colwill. Caicedo. James. Pedro Neto. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Played back in. Garnett. Big chance! And he's heaved it away. And here's Garnacho. And it's Palmer. Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Martinelli. Chalobah gets it clear. Palmer, who's set up one goal so far. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmer. And it's James. Pedro Neto. Cross could be danger here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. No messing about. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, good spread. Timber. And here's Saka. Martinelli. Martinelli chips it through. Lewis Skelly. Now it's Saka. And the shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Fernandez. Cucurella. Garnacho. Now it's Palmer. Caicedo shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries a measured ball. Saka. Martinelli. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Martinelli. That's a good run down the left. Lewis Skelly, and that's aimed into the middle. James with the clearance. Saliba. Back into the middle. Can he finish? Sanchez herring after the ball here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Pedro Neto. He is just caressing the ball. And that has been cleared. Merino. Saka. Timber. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cucurella. Garnacho. And here's Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Garnacho. Now it's Garnacho. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. Rice. Odegaard. Saliba, gently done. Palmer. Moved on forwards. And he's managed to get free. Pedro Neto. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Fernandez. Out to the right. James. There's the shot! Palmer finds himself offside. João Pedro. Palmer. And here's Neto.
Pedro Neto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Trossard. Trossard puts his foot on the gas. Lovely feet. And it's Marino. And here's Saka. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's anyone's in for the pieces. He should have put that one away.
Oh, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Fernandez. Palmer. Caicedo shifted upfield. Garnacho. Odegaard. Saka. Colwell. Cucurella. Caicedo. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Odegaard gently done. Trossard. Now it's Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Rice with the foul. That was very necessary. And it's Cucurella. Garnacho have it back and can go again. Cucurella. That is lovely. That has been cut short. Saka do have a chance to counter here. Lewis Skelly. And here's Trossard. Trossard's... It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there.
And the shots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now that's well seen too. Gabriel. Merino. Gabriel. Saliba. And it's played forward. Saka. Odegaard. Rice. Gabriel forwards and with intent. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Chalobah. Colwill. Palmer. Over to the left. Calmly anticipates. Odegaard. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's really well manoeuvred, and the counter is on. It's run loose here. Referee's given a throw. Saka. Saliba. White. Odegaard. Saka. Odegaard. White. Garnacho. Cucurella. Colwill. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. Garnacho. They really do have to make something of this. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal, what a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. The end of the game. Reflections?
Arsenal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality.
For the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manner, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think if they're going to win this, they're going to have to play to this fella, João Pedro. Considering his power and his technical ability, you want him on the ball with space around him because he can make so much happen.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Can he latch on to this? Header! Goal! Arsenal!
Arsenal, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Chalobah. James. And it's Fernandes. Can he spark a counter here? Fofana. James. Caicedo. Palmer. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! Now, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He can get that clear. Well, that's well seen. Could be danger here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice shifted upfield. Decent chance! Fofana getting this one clear. Madueke. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well read, nice interception. Rice. Odegaard. Madueke. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on. The chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they've got rid. It's gone for a throw-in. James. He's found a way through. Lewis Skelly attempts a clearance. Subimendi. Quality ball. And it's Palmer. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Pedro is offering a right smile there.
Ambitious ball here. Cleared away. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Chalobah. James. Trossard. James. Trossard. Can he get onto this? Trossard. Now it's Madueke. And it's Rice. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Chalobah. Played towards the other side. Odegaard. And now the breakaway. And here's Trossard. And the pass is intercepted. Chalobah gets good distance on it. That is good strength. And the shot's on here. Played out to the right. Lovely, now then. White puts them all in. Palmer. Fofana. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Clearly not happy with that. Caicedo. Fernandez, and it's lofted through here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Cucurella makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Caicedo. James. Aim forwards. Trossard. Madueke spread out to the left. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Time and again they are repelled. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's White. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Palmer. Here's a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fernandez plays it short. There are a few waiting for it. And it's hoisted clear. Pedro Neto. Madueke wins the duel this time. Great defending, strong and determined. Madueke. Pedro Neto. Chalobah gently done. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. It's a throw-in. Rice. Referee's given a throw. And he's heaved it away. That's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely bit of skill. A chance to play it in. White. Sanchez herring after the ball here. And that was very necessary. Madueke opts to play it back. Fernandez. Lobbed in behind. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he decides to cross it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. James. Zubimendi. Saliba. Gabriel. Palmer. Rice concedes a free kick for that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedro Neto. And the cross comes in. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Oh, such a clever touch. Decent chance! They've scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, played through for the wide man. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ødegaard chips it through. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. White. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
White does really well to win the ball there. He has found the way through. That is a brilliant interception. Caicedo. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Madueke. White. Ødegaard. Shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Caicedo clears it away. Now it's Rice. Can he deliver? Delivered with swing. That's going to go a long way. João Pedro. And it's made its way to him. He is through here. Out to the left it goes. Aimed in towards the centre. Fofana. And it's Fernandez. Fernandez played out to the left flank. Played into space out wide. Proves too strong. And it's been taken short. And here's Fernandez. White can get it clear. James. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the counter is on. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Caicedo shifted upfield. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it's Fernandez. Over to the left. Fernandez. He's cut it out. That has been knocked clear. Caicedo. Chance here to counter. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Rice. He's got away. Plenty waiting in the middle. Odegaard. Fernandez gets it clear. That'll be a throw-in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer. Great defending, strong and determined. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Sanchez claims it and the danger passes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Clipped into space. White. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And so we're off again. Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Palmer! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. And it's Cucurella. Now who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication. Chalobah. Fernandez. That's an imaginative pass. Ball's played through. Cucurella could try cutting inside here. Fernandez with the short one. Crossed into the middle. Real chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Madueke wins the duel this time. Rice. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Succumbs to the pressure. Fernandez. Oh, they can break here. White. Saliba. Odegaard. Gabriel. Palmer. Dinks one through. And he thumps it clear. Odegaard. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Oh, good-looking ball. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana. Zubimendi. Odegaard. Madueke. Oh, good spread. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Pedro Neto. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that defending is unapologetic. Oh, terrible pass. Saliba. Gabriel, aim forwards. Out to the right. Looking here to chip it through. It's run loose here. Cucurella. Cucurella puts them all in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, can he get onto this? Palmer. Palmer played out towards the right wing. Time to deliver. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Trossard. Cross goes in there. And it's hoisted clear. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So it's going to be another corner. James gets it away. Trossard. Odegaard. Oh, good spread. Great chance! Palmer clears it away. That'll be a throw. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Played into the middle. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
James has created one goal already. James, gently done. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Rice with the clearance. Oh, sweet feet. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rice. Saliba. White. Moved on forwards. Gabriel Jesus is onto it in a flash. Fofana. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Lewis Skelly gets across to intercept that. Can he get onto this? He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto given the lift of his goal. Caicedo. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zubimendi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pedro Neto. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. James. Now here's the delivery. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Fernandes goes short. Looking for a decent ball in. Fernandes. And he's there to clear it. And it's Cucurella. He's in, surely! Fernandes. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Keeper has taken decisive action. Fernandes gets a cross in. And that has been clubbed away. Caicedo. Palmer. Calmly anticipates. Trossard. Gabriel. Saliba. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Now it's Fernandes. He has found the way through. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. That has been knocked clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Fernandez. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Trossard. Calafiori. Trossard gets into some space. And that has been cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Fofana shifted upfield. Gabriel. Chalobah. Palmer. Fofana. Fofana chooses to go cross-field. Calafiori, and the keeper's got it again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Raya sends that a long way. Arsenal have reclaimed it. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Jesus. Ødegaard.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He is through here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's played forward, hit into the middle. Danger averted for now.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head...
The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus! Oh, that could cost them.
Gabriel Jesus. Well, I think that look says it all. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
They've played it short. Fofana attempts a clearance. Rice. Ødegaard, probing pass. Tries to get it clear. Incoming delivery. Cleared away.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ødegaard. And here's Jesus. Played out to the right. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Liam Delap. That's a cute ball. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho! And somehow it stayed out. That's really well manoeuvred. Trossard, now he's off and running.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Gabriel, gently done.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Calafiori. Rice. Subimendi. Ødegaard. Trossard. Saka. Great defense. Ødegaard! Oh, bang on target. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Garnacho. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Spread out to the left. And that is out of play. Now it's Pedro Neto. That looks a good cross. He can get that clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Ødegaard. Arsenal desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. And that's been won straight back. He's found a way through. Lovely feet. Defending of the desperate variety. That pass has been well intercepted. Timber. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Chalobah. Palmer. Moved on forwards. Garnacho. Cucurella. And that's it. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, and as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Thoughts on what we've just seen? There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And it's Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandez. Played out wide. Pedro Neto with the delivery. In once more. Dealt with. Could be danger here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fernandez. Cucurella. And here's Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. White. Madueke. White. Rice. Quality ball. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Fofana. Fernandez. Caicedo. Saliba gets it away. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. James wins the duel this time. João Pedro. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice physical challenge. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Trossard. Ødegaard. Trossard. Gabriel. Rice. Gabriel. Gabriel, gently done. Ødegaard. Arsenal have a free kick. And it's Rice. Pedro Neto can get it clear. Madueke tries a cross. Rice with the short one. Showing good feet. Rice has crossed into the middle. Gets good distance on it. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. And it's Fernandes. Now that's well seen too. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Fernandes, delicate ball, and it needs to be cleared without complication. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gabriel gets it away. Lewis Skelly. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chance here to counter. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. James. Palmer. Palmer looking to run onto it. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Fofana. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's in space and looking for options.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
And here's Palmer. Muscular approach does pay off here. Ødegaard. Fofana. Palmer. James. Palmer. He's through here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
That's a cute ball. That pass just didn't quite work.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's a little off target. Saliba shifted upfield. Zubimendi. White aimed forwards. Fofana shifted upfield. James, gently done. Trossard. That looks a cracking ball. Odegaard. Lewis Skelly takes aim and crosses. Moved on forwards. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandez. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Saliba with the clearance. And here's chance! Odegaard. Zubimendi. That's going to go a long way. It's gone for a throw-in.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's played forward. That's a decent chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. João Pedro. And that has been clubbed away. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pedro Neto. Oh, well measured. And now the breakaway. Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. That's tidy. There are a few waiting for it. Well read, and the danger is averted. Good take, and Palmer! And again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gabriel clears it away. Madueke carries the ball down the right. Chalobah, and the keeper's got it again. Palmer, done delicately. And he's heaved it away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Madueke looking up to see who wants it. Picks it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Crossed in again. And he thumps it clear. Gabriel, Ødegaard, Saliba, Gabriel, Ødegaard, over to the left, Trossard. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, it is having a shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Arsenal, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Fofana. Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And it's Ødegaard. And he's running through. Fernandes. So what can they make of this? Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Now it's Madueke. Now it's Rice. White. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Now this could be and he shoots! Gets it away. It'll be a throw-in. Nice control. Hit into the middle. And he's there to get rid. João Pedro. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Proves too strong. Ødegaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, no question, that's a foul. James. Cucurella. And it's Fernandes. Pedro Neto. That is lovely. Cucurella. Oh, smashing header! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Palmer is offering a right smile there.
That's really well manoeuvred. Fofana gets over and intercepts. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fofana. Fernandez. Lewis Skelly. And here's Ødegaard. Goes to finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella has got himself a free kick. And it's played forward. Clipped into space. Oh, Red, nice interception. Palmer. James chips it through. And that has been cleared. Looking to break at pace. Ødegaard. White, gently done. Can he get onto this? Trossard. Cucurella. Chalobah moved on forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other.
And the second half gets underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He's had a shot! Plenty waiting in the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And here's Neto. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he's there to clear it. And it's James. And he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Played out to the right. White. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's not going far. And claimed it back swiftly. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Oh, he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cucurella gets it clear. And it's Rice. Ball comes in. Shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they've got rid. And they've got a throw. Calmly anticipates. Chalobah. Fofana, aim forwards. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Out to the left it goes. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Odegaard. Rice. Trossard. Rice shifted upfield. Brilliantly cut out. Fofana forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Madueke, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Trossard. Trossard played out to the left flank. Played into the middle. And that's been repelled. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer. Arsenal are still that goal to the good. Chalobah. Chalobah gently done. And he cuts out the supply, and it's gone back to the keeper. Gabriel. Rice. Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fofana, forwards and with intent. Now it's João Pedro. Odegaard. Saliba. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Short changes him with that pass. Fernandez. Palmer! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fernandez goes short. He is just caressing the ball. And that has been cleared. Pedro Neto. Can he latch on to this? Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Climbs up big! Raya herring after the ball here. And the shot! And it's hoisted clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's the chance to counter. Fernandez, aim forwards. Raya claims it, safe hands. And it's James. James. Great defending, strong and determined. Danger averted for now. Cucurella. Fernandez. White cuts it out. Saliba. Rice. Saliba. Subimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. Shapes to shoot! And that's caused a worry or two.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
So here comes a substitution. Proves too strong. Now it's Palmer. Gabriel. Saliba. Subimendi. White picks it up now. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. A header! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One delightful ball, and the rest was simple.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
João Pedro, a searching ball out wide. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Cucurella. He's found a way through. White. That's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that's a dangerous ball. Trossard! That was superb goalkeeping.
Trossard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Neto. Garnacho. It's run loose here. Foot in. Subimendi. Madueke. Clearly not happy with that. João Pedro. Played back in. Palmer knocks it out wide. James Cross. Up he goes! And he's there to get it away. Ah, such a clever touch. Pedro Neto. Cucurella stood his ground strongly. He can get that clear. It's a throw-in. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Ødegaard. Trossard. Trossard! Couple of changes then in quick succession. And that has been cleared. And it's White. Zubimendi, backward it goes. Ødegaard spread out to the left. Chalobah shifted upfield. Palmer. Liam to Lat. Oh, good spread. Subimendi. Arsenal have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chalobah. Godric. Now it's Garnacho. Madueke. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Straight into the wall. Hoisted in. Cucurella gets it away. Garnacho. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Madueke. And it's Ødegaard. Trossard. Ødegaard. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Chalobah, aim forwards. That has been cut short. Gabriel, gently done. Trossard. Ødegaard. Over to the left. Chalobah. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mudryk. Oh, super find. Well, that's an excellent interception. Fofana gets across to it. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Cucurella. Mudryk. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Keeper's got good distance on that. Ødegaard. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. White forwards and with intent. Caicedo. Mudryk. Garnacho. Zubimendi cuts out the pass. Madueke. And here's Havertz. White. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, they got a chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
But there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Mudryk played with finesse. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Garnacho! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Arsenal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Thoughts on what we've just seen? And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Palmer. And it's Ødegaard. Madueke. Fofana. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well timed, excellent interception. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fernandez in acres of space out wide. Luis Skelly tries to clear. Madueke. Fofana. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fernandez. Palmer. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Raya trying to keep this in. And it's Fernandez. Shoots! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing it blinded.
Saliba gets it away. Pedro Neto. Palmer. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Good was that? A finish right from the top draw. Oh, that is a bit special. Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Saliba. Rice. Trossard. Knocks it out wide. Fofana, aim forwards. Now it's João Pedro.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedro Neto. Decent progress down the left. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Pedro Neto clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Fofana, gently done. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Arsenal are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to... That's surely a foul. Free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Zubimendi can get it clear. And it's Caicedo. And here's Neto. Oh, nice touch. And here's Fernandez. Fernandez. Palmer. Well, the clearance is short. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cucurella. Gets into some space. Pedro Neto. There are a few waiting. That has been knocked clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Palmer! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Good, strong hand by the keeper. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Extravagant effort! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Zubimendi quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
James. Caicedo. Fofana. Cucurella. Fernandez. And here's Palmer. And it's James. Palmer. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great defending, strong and determined. James. Chance, surely! Trossard is there, and he can get that clear. And it's been taken short. And it's James. And the shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Succumbs to the pressure. No way through there. Caicedo. And it's played forward. Cucurella. He's got away. Madueke gets a foot in here. He slings it in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Fernandez with the short one. Cucurella crosses. And that has been cleared. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. And the lead is extended still further. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And now the breakaway. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Madueke. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Time to deliver. Rice. He's had a shot! James. Arsenal are 3 down and sinking. Trossard, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. Thinks one through. And he's there to clear it. Cucurella. Caicedo. Played back in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gabriel. Zubimendi. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fernandez played with finesse. He has found the way through. Played in with purpose. Overhit and out of play. Ødegaard. Oh, well measured. Lovely chance! Sanchez could be danger here. So who's he picking out? Big chance! Caicedo. And the pass is intercepted. Ødegaard. Lewis Skelly. Takes a shot! And he's heaved it away. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fofana makes the interception. Tries a deft little ball. Gabriel getting this one clear. And it's Fernandez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. White. Ødegaard. Over to the left. James. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ødegaard. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Madueke, now he's off and running. Chips it through. Madueke finds himself offside. Sanchez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly. Ødegaard. Nice physical challenge. Carabao clears it away. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. Rice. And here's Madueke. That's a nicely weighted pass. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. White. Madueke. Now that's well seen too. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. Zubimendi. White forwards and with intent. Fofana. Caicedo. Now it's Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And here's Neto. Zubimendi. And here's the chance to counter. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Fofana, pinged towards the front line. Gabriel. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he cuts out the supply. James. Fofana. Fernandez. Played towards the other side. Moved on forwards. Fofana shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Gabriel. Keeper's got good distance on that. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Here we go again, then.
Arsenal really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
He's on the finish! He scores! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Madueke demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So it's the start of a comeback. James. Now it's Palmer. Zubimendi, aim forwards. James. Can he latch on to this? James is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Madueke! He has done it! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank. No foul, says the referee. Madueke has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Chalobah chooses to go cross-field. And it's Fernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandez. White. Rice. Palmer. Fernandez. Fofana. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Muscular approach does pay off here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! Gabriel. Trossard. James. Chalobah. James. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. Ødegaard. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's played forward. Caicedo gets over and intercepts. That is very well defended. Trossard. And here's Madueke. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Madueke is offering a wry smile there.
Caicedo can get it clear. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Madueke. Madueke! Madueke with 2 goals already to his name. And the shot!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Plays it through. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cucurella gently done. And here's Trossard. Shot a goal! Danger averted for now. Lewis Skelly. He is just caressing the ball. Trossard. That's a delicate... And he's had a shot! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Gabriel. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Rice. There will be a throw-in. Ødegaard. Played out to the right. He'll try to keep this alive. Can he deliver? That looks a good cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Could move up a gear here. Madueke. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Ødegaard. Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. James. Do have a chance to counter here. Oh, what a climb! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rice wins the duel this time. Well, they can break here. And he's picked out the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Fernandez. And here's Neto. White gets rid without sophistication. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Trossard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. James. Chalobah forwards and with intent. James. Chalobah. Ah, he's given it away. Caicedo. Can he get onto this? It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Calmly anticipates. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Ødegaard played out towards the right wing. This might... Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. And he's there to get it away. And it's Rice.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Madueke.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Moved on forwards. Driving on, a real charge here. No, he can't get past him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ball's gone out of play. Arsenal making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Trossard. Oh, he's chipped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Going for goal! Rice moves short. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Ødegaard. Madueke.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rice. Timber picks it up now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is out of play. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mudryk. And it's Fernandes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mudryk on a charge down the left. Oh, sweet feet.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Trossard. Out to the left it goes. Cross in. Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Palmer. Fernandes. Mudryk. Applies the finish!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a good ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Havertz, oh, good spread. He is through here. Trossard, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The changes then in quick succession. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Cleared away. Tries to go for a shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Has a quick glance. By no Gittins. James, and it's lofted through here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rice, well, there's a probing ball. Madueke tries to dink it through. Throw it. Caresses it through, deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Over to the left. Now it's Mudryk. Great defending, strong and determined. Mudryk played into the box. Oh, it's come loose. They are right into last chance territory. And it's James. That's tidy. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Saliba, Rice. Subimendi. And here's Trossard. Ødegaard. And here's Havertz. Ødegaard. He's in a great position here. Garnacho. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's a throw. And here's Trossard. Proves too strong. Mudryk. Garnacho. Cucurella. João Pedro into the channel. And here's Garnacho. And here's Mudryk. And here's Garnacho. He's in a chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. And they can counter here. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? And here's Mudryk. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mudryk. And it's Cucurella. Saliba, Gabriel, Ødegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, it's a quick ball upfield, Calafiori, and here's Trossard, Palmer, moved on forwards. Garnacho played out to the left flank. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's neat. Played into space out wide. Gabriel wins the duel this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Fofana. Cucurella. Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss. They've played it short. By no Gittins. It's run loose here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. By no Gittins. Can he latch on to this? And they've got a throw. Now here's the delivery. Saliba, can he finish? Looking for a decent ball in. Corner given. Trossard is there, and he can get that clear. Does really well to win the ball there. And it's Caicedo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Havertz has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Too much on that, it's gone out. Havertz. Ødegaard. Havertz. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Cucurella. Garnacho. Now it's Garnacho. And it's Ødegaard. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Chalobah. And it's played forward. Raya sends that a long way. Chalobah cuts it out. Mudryk. Done delicately. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And here's Madueke. And here's Havertz. Garnacho.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Timber gets across to intercept that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hato. Chalobah. Caicedo. Garnacho. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Saliba. Rice. Chalobah cuts out the pass. Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. Cross goes in there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ødegaard, who has set up 2 goals. Now that's well seen too. Garnacho, looking here to chip it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ødegaard, gently done. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Trossard. Short changes him with that pass. Caicedo. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Timber getting this one clear. Garnacho. Spread out to the left. Mudryk. Great defending, strong and determined. Play. Here's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Arsenal to make one run. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Mudryk. Now it's Garnacho. Hato. And he welcomes it in. Showing good feet. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gabriel shifted upfield. Saka picks it up out wide. Oh, smashing header! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Arsenal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Garnacho, Mudryk. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. The MA reflections?
Arsenal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.